What quote hangs on your wall? Welcome to Goal Getting Quote of the Day. I'm Tony Woodall, your host, and I will share with you a great quote I've heard, read, or that's been shared by one of my guests on Goal Getting Podcast weekly show, where I ask, what quote hangs on your wall? Thanks for listening, folks, and I really appreciate it.
Hello, goal getters, and welcome to Goal Getting Quote of the Day again. Thank you so much for stopping by and listening to us. I am excited today. Today's quote is from John Quincy Adams via Kristen Robinson. Kristen Robinson was my guest on episode 41 of Goal Getting Podcast. If you are in need of someone to help you with Facebook advertising, Kristen is the person you should call. Now, I encourage you to go listen to her interview on episode 41 and check out her show notes page at goalgettingpodcast.com/Kristen. I always ask our guests, and like all of our guests on Goal Getting Podcast, I did ask Kristen, what quote hangs on your wall? Now, in her episode, Kristen tells us her favorite quote and what it means to her, and I'm going to let you listen to what Kristen has to tell about what quote hangs on her wall.
This is the quote that I love. It's funny. It sits right in front of my face above my speakers, and so I'm just going to read it really quick. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader, by John Quincy Adams. I love this quote because people just think, well, I'm not an expert. I just started my business. Or, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I'm just, 1 year old in my business. Well, you know what? In that 1 year, you definitely sure inspired people. You definitely learned more. You did more than you did before. You definitely are dreaming bigger after that first year. And you are becoming more because you started being an entrepreneur. So therefore, you are a leader. It doesn't matter what level you're at. And I love this quote because sometimes I do feel that self-doubt of, oh my gosh, I'm not here yet. I'm not there yet. But then when I read this quote and knowing, wow, I do all of those things. And it says, well, if you do all those things, you are a leader, which means people are looking at you. It makes my day a little bit better.
Exactly. No, I like that quote. John Quincy Adams, I'll have to add that to our goal-getting quote of the day in the near future here, so we'll look for that on there.
Thank you, Kristen. That's a great quote from John Quincy Adams. His famous quote is a great testament to what a leader does. These 4 things show what leaders do. They inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. And essentially, what they do is they make other leaders. And believe it or not, you're probably a leader too, because if you inspire people to do any of those, then you are a true leader, not just a manager or a person. Leaders lead, leaders inspire. And that's what Kristen's talking about in her definition, her explanation of what John Quincy Adams' great quote is. So thank you for listening. Go out today and inspire others. That's what leaders do. Thank you again for listening to Goal Getting Quote of the Day. This is your host, Tony Woodall. I am so glad you're able to make it today. If you like this quote, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If you like the way we're doing this with, the excerpts from our guest on Goal Getting Podcast, I'd love to find out if you like that. Go to our show notes page at goalgettingpodcast.com/QOD-181 and give me your feedback in the comments section. I'd love to find out what you think about the way we're doing that episode with the excerpts from Kristen. We did the previous one, QOD-180, with Amanda Bayerly. And if you like that, let me know. I'm looking for ways to improve the podcast for season 2. And you are the reason I do it. So please let me know what you think. I've got a lot of great comments that come from friends of mine that listen to the podcast. I'd love to hear all of your comments on this show. If you are a goal getter and want to learn how to master your goal getting and want to be part of a private Facebook group of like-minded, goal-oriented people that will support you and help you get the goals you set, then I would love for you to be a part of our Goal Getting Masters private Facebook group. Go to goalgettingpodcast.com/masters, sign up, and I'll add you to the group. Come prepared to participate and share your goals with other goal getters. Thank you, and go out today and make it a great day.